fucking kidding me?
That dude would kill it, man.
James Wade is about to kill it.
He kills it.
Best opening act for Wiz Khalifa in centuries.
Of all time.
Alright, this is Kenny from the Urbanian.com here with James Wade in Dayton, Ohio for his show with Wiz Khalifa at Tim's. We're just going to shoot a couple questions by him.
Yeah! Okay. Yeah, see, I can make a weatherman. She wet like I'm the weatherman. Peter Pan, I'm flyer than him, like I'm from Neverland.
It's been 6 months since we last spoke. Just can you get us up to speed with what's going on?
Yeah, first I want to just say, man, I appreciate y'all for holding me down for the first exclusive. I think that was big, man. My fan base was really appreciating that. So since then, man, I've been doing a lot of touring, been doing shows with Mike Bozeman, Chip the Ripper, Mims, Little Scrappy, man, the list goes on. I've just been blessed to be put in a position to work with these artists. I got a mixtape myself coming out with DJ Ill Will and DJ Rockstar that hosted my mixtape. It's called Popular Stranger. Really excited about that. I actually took a couple tracks from the Common Ground and I remixed it. And so I'm gonna give y'all definitely some of y'all gonna be looking for real quick.
You're from GA originally, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, has coming to Dayton kind of shaped your sound a little bit at all? Anything change about your approach?
Think, just living in all these different areas, living in Atlanta, and then living in Chicago, and then coming to Dayton. I think, you know, I'm easily influenced by everything around me. I try to pick that up purposely because I feel like I meet so many different people in that area. I go through so many different situations that I want to display that when I'm going through the song process, when I'm writing songs, when I'm recording, especially in this area. I like to work with a lot of artists in this area, Dayton, and it's a blessing that, you know, they reach out to me, welcome me in. I jump around so much and live so many different places that I don't really have like a solid foundation anywhere. So I always try to reach out to wherever I am and really get that influence so it shows on the records.
How many? I think I was trying to read up on. You're at 4 mixtapes you've dropped now, three or 4, or is it 5?
I'm actually. It's been 3. I
3.
Did,
okay.
Yeah, I did Aqua Silence Volume 1, and I did Aqua Silence Volume 2, and then The Common Ground came out.
Yeah.
And so, you know, now I'm in a position where the next one that comes out, I know that it'll be able to reach a larger audience, and I feel like with my talent and just getting it out to the right people, that, you know, once they hear it, the product will speak for itself.
Okay.
And that's just my honest opinion.
Yeah, I think when we covered you 6 months ago when Brad was speaking with you, he talked about when you really started picked up writing as a lyricist, as hip hop and R&B, where you kind of brought both approaches into it. I think it was English Grammar when you kind of got that Human Condition name for your mixtape, right?
Yes, sir.
Has that kind of, you've been building off of that for your kind of future stuff?
So many things I'm influenced by. I mean, I can't even limit it to that. I can't even limit it to those genres because I'm actually going through a thing now where I'm really into alternative. I'm really into just the way it's displayed, the abstract feeling you get when you listen to like alternative records like The Fray. Love The Fray. Like, I even love Vanessa Cross, and I got like a Rascal Flatts sample that I use for one of my new tracks. I mean, I go hard, you know what I mean? I go hard on it, but it's like, it's still hip hop, but it's like I'm influenced by so many other things. I don't like to limit myself.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of a great thing that you've been approaching is like artists like, for example, in the mainstream within Cudi, he's been doing a lot of samples from, you know, kind of the indie groups. He did Band of Horses, Vampire Weekend, and when we were listening to your stuff earlier, you had Mika, you had, was it Journey?
Yeah.
Journey, yeah. Both of those were solid, real solid, and those are both really solid songs to build off of, and it's great to kind of hear that because a lot of people are comfortable with that and they can relate to that song that they originally know. What can we expect out of you in this next year? I mean, you're opening for Wiz right now. That's man, no joke, right?
I definitely, man. He a dope artist, man. I already heard his stuff, and it was like tripping me out when I knew I was performing with him before that Burned After Rolling came out with DJ Ill Will and them. And I'm like, I hit up Ill Will. I'm like, yo, I need to holler at Wiz, and like I've had conversations with him, and it's dope to do that. I got some shows coming up with Young Buck. I'm actually doing a show with Wale. I'm performing out in California, doing the Winter Music and Dance Awards. So and Cudi and all them gonna be out there, so I'll be able to network with them. You know what I mean? I got some good opportunities coming up in the future. I like to keep it under wraps. Y'all be the first to know, but I like to keep it under wraps until I I put something to pen to paper, you know what I mean? But definitely the mixtape. I'm definitely coming back with some other stuff because I felt like my weakness was my turnover rate was too slow. It was, you hear a record and then 7 months later, then you wait and I'm just gonna keep hitting them with music this year and show them that I can consistently put out quality work that can stand with anybody. And once they see that, I feel like they won't be able to deny me. So.
All right, last question. I don't want to keep you too long, but for example, Wiz signed with Warner Brothers a couple years ago. He dropped the label, and actually within this last year, he actually hit #1 within the iTunes hip hop charts, passing. It's all good. Take it. I know we gotta show. That's why we got editing.
That's me too. That's me too, right there. Man. You get there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back to that, with Wiz within this last year, he dropped the Warner Brothers label, he went independent, and he released Burn After Rolling and Deal or No Deal and hit #1 in the hip-hop charts, passing Jay-Z and both 50 Cent, which are on labels, bigger names, mainstream. And he's done that without a label. Do you really need a label now to kind of succeed? I feel like you've kind of built a solid following without that.
Yes.
You're building off of that.
I do. I feel like the way the landscape of music is now, that those majors, you used to always run to the majors to do all the promoting and marketing and all that type of thing. And now, because they don't do artist development, you have to do all those things on your own. Well, once you get to that point as an artist, you feel comfortable enough to pretty much just write your own ticket, make your own rules, and you say, okay, I'm gonna follow this format, and this can be successful with me if I already have a significant fan base that follows me. That's what I'm doing now, is building that fan base to the point where once they're large enough, I will determine what I want to do from then on, as far as like putting out records or aligning with a record label or nothing. I'm not running to a major saying please, 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 because I feel like half of the people they pick up is garbage anyway. And if it's on the numbers game, I feel like you have to do so much as an artist now to even get their attention. By the time you do get their attention, you're already in a position where you can work for yourself. Yeah. And so I do like to follow formats as people such as Wiz, who was able to do the indie route. I feel like that would be great for artists like me, because then I don't have to compromise the integrity of my craft to sell records, because I can sell records, just doing what I do naturally and just speaking from my heart, just really giving real records, just talking that real shit, just honestly, what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely feel like that's the way music's going. Like, to me, majors are VCRs. Like, non-existent anymore. You might as well just throw that away, and you're just trying to put yourself in a position where you can just keep making steps to reach a broader audience, and that's my goal.
All right, well, I think that pretty much covers it. We don't want to keep it too long. The show starts here pretty soon. You're here first with the Urbanian.com with James Wade. I'm Kenny, and that's about it. We're out.